there you are. I have been expecting you. Ah, Proxy, I bear grim news. The secret Emmaus Mora guarded has escaped, and Athelia is forgotten no more. Strange disturbances and disorder now rack these lands. Westweald suffers. But by following these occurrences, we may just find her. A secretive and violent order called the Recollection scours ruins throughout the Weald. Strange Daedric creatures harry the region, and the wood elf King Nantharian reigns over a newly grown forest, a sure sign the threads of fate have frayed. The lines of possibility that weave through reality and hold everything together. Athelia, the Daedric Prince of Paths, has been set free. Her presence threatens both our world and the realms beyond. Help me meet this threat, and you will be rewarded. Let me mark your map. Frayed threads of fate point to Rustwall, the Ellenglin ruins, and Ostermere. And take this relic, the Echonir. You might find it useful. My friend Baragon offered his townhouse in Skingrad. Let us meet there when we are done. They are all within Westweald, not far from the city of Skingrad. Which location are you curious about? Rustwall Estate is an old Colovian manor to the southeast, on the outskirts of Skingrad. Why Rustwall is important, I cannot say. Yet the threads of fate have been disturbed there, and we need to determine the cause. I am not sure. That is why I asked you to investigate. Ostermere is a Colovian town in the Strid Vale, not far from the southern edge of the New Forest. I have heard stories about powerful groundquakes and enraged forest creatures in the area. The Valenwood Forest mysteriously expanded across the River Strid and replaced the previous Colovian terrain. The wood elves who settled the area call it Dawnwood. King Nantharian rules a new Bosmer realm beneath its thick canopy. Rustwall Estate is an old Colovian manor to the southeast. On the Ellenglyn is a substantial Ayleid ruin that lies north of Skingrad. A lonely and peaceful spot, or so I have been told. Yet the threads of fate simply vanish in the vicinity. A phenomenon I have never observed before. We must determine why. Recently, the vineyards of the southwest portion of the Weald were overgrown with a thick forest. Now wood elves led by King Nantharian have settled the city of Vashabar. So far these settlers have been peaceful, but Skingrad is concerned. Very good. I do not know what awaits you at Rustwall, but look for our ally Baragon at Ostermere. He mentioned he had business of his own there. As for Ellenglyn, I will meet you there. I am quite curious to see those ruins. It began with Torvasard, a clanless Dremora tormented by a dream he could not remember. He came to suspect that something had been taken from him, and that Hermaeus Mora was responsible. So Torvasard sought allies. The Daedric princes Vermina and Periite. Torvasard convinced them Mora had stolen their memories too. Together they invaded Apocrypha and reached the glyphics in which Mora kept the secret. There was another Daedric prince, Athelia. Hermaeus Mora rallied other princes against her. They defeated Athelia and Mora imprisoned her within the mythos, the core of Apocrypha. Then he made everyone forget. Torvasard opened the glyphics and set the imprisoned memories free. When we followed Torvasard to Athelia's prison, he was as surprised as we were. She had already escaped. Perhaps the act of restoring her memory to the world was enough for her to set herself free. Now Athelia is loose and somewhere in Westweald. That is not an easy question to answer. Athelia is a Daedric prince. No mortal can match her power without assistance, nor can Hermaeus Mora move against her while she walks our world. He is bound by the Cold Harbor Compact, while Athelia is not. An ancient agreement that prevents many of the most powerful Daedric princes from directly manifesting on Nern. Athelia was imprisoned long before the deal was struck, so she and the Daedra that serve her are not party to its restrictions. Find her, observe her, discover her plans. Use the Echoneer to reveal her memories. Mora chose you and requested I assist you. He believes you can help preserve reality from Athelia's threat, so we must trust that he shall guide us along the way. We know that Daedric relics such as the Echoneer were used to help defeat Athelia in ancient times. Perhaps such items shall play a part again. For now, knowledge must be our weapon of choice, and our task is to arm ourselves as best we can.
I came here to find work, but the locals are so high-handed I'm not sure I'll ever fit in. This city is ancient, and the Colovians are proud of that. They act as though they personally had something to do with its longevity. It's ridiculous. It dates back to the First Era, at least. The time when Rislov the Righteous defeated an Alessian army. I enjoy the study of history when I'm not doing back-breaking labor for today's Colovians.
Such a noble soul. Always looking out for people like me.
I may seem young, but I'm good with numbers and handling gold. Nothing's ever gone missing from my coffers. I swear by Moloch.
I have run this bank for 30 years, and my mother for 30 years before that, and her mother for 30 years before that. Never in all our time have we mislaid a single coin or valuable.
In a city filled with wine, those with heavy purses and profligate ways may find themselves stalked by those with light purses and lighter fingers. Bear that in mind as you walk these streets.
They served time in White Rose. Horrible place. You made the right choice, friend.
Truly, I never expected to master 3 crafts. Of course. What do you want to know? Fair question. I was an apprentice clothier in the Imperial City, but my old fusspot of a master had no plans to retire. So I joined the 7th Legion's baggage train. Years of mending battle mage armor helped me perfect my craft.
I have a strange eggmate in Abba's Landing. She sings loudly to no one in particular, but can never remember the words. Her mind hunts in strange marshes.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
The right enchantment can make all the difference in a tough scrape. And believe me, I've seen a few.
Yes, you can make a bog-standard poison from off-the-shelf components, but a careful ingredient selection will make that concoction sing.
A fine day to you, traveler. Look around, and I'm sure you'll find something you like.
Ife finds joy in the learning of new things. Perhaps this one should become a scholar, yes? Leave behind the life of a skingrad servant. Yet, this one is paid well for serving, and coin leads to comfort. Oh, decisions are hard.
Mastery of 3 crafts is its own reward. Certainly. Please specify. Decades ago, before all the trouble, I was a renowned chef in Cyrodiil. I had engaged an exclusive contract to provide the Mages Guild in their travels, providing food and drink that wouldn't spoil when carried through portals. Broiling fish, forging glyphs, or mixing potions, it's all recipes and ingredients. I proved the theory when I joined the ranks of the Mages Guild. Mastered both crafts within 3 years. Not that I'm bragging.
I've got what you need.
Do not waste my time. I know my way around various implements, sharp and blunt, and have no qualms about using them.
Buying, selling, trading.
Welcome, traveler. I'm Calantius, Count of Skingrad, Lord of Westfield, and so on and so on. I hope you have time to enjoy all that our fair city and the surrounding countryside have to offer. It's a taxing job. There are a lot of moving parts. You could say that being the Count of Skingrad is a lot like, owning a vineyard. It is like being a vintner. A vintner must focus on everything. Workers, wine, customers, vermin, competitors, and many more things. The Legion are my workers. Skingrad is my wine. And the Recollection and Daedra are both vermin and competitors. Of a sort. Why, isn't it obvious? The citizens of Westfield, of course. Keeping them satisfied, safe, and happy are my goals and my honor. Welcome, traveler. I'm Calantius, Count of Skingrad, Lord of Westfield, and so on and so on. My pet bear cub is lost. Lord Svendelmore of the Burnt Biscuits is his courtly name, but everyone calls him Burn Biscuit. One of my soldiers, Legionary Luther, is searching for him, but I haven't heard anything. My thanks, traveler. Legionary Luther was searching west of Skingrad, where we lost my dear Burn Biscuit. Be careful, though. That devastated region is fairly nasty. Welcome, traveler. I'm Calantius, Count of... By that, I assume you've encountered General Lavinia. Yes, I misjudged her, badly, regarding the Stonefire cult. I am glad to see that there are valiant heroes in the world who can deal with such treachery.
right for the Weald. Jobs for hire.
Legion jobs available here.
Greetings, citizen. Are you here about the job postings? No? Well then, carry on.
Welcome, friend. Here in Skingrad, we revere the divines, especially Julianos, who grants us all opportunities to hone our epistemological thinking. If you need practice, I recommend reading lectures on the theory of knowledge.
If you're considering becoming a priest of Julianos, be ready to argue every nuance of your attempts at logical discourse, and never take setbacks personally. Practice makes better, not perfect.
I can't do another night in one of Skingrad's cells. They're so cold. My fragile constitution can't take it. Be a friend and don't share my whereabouts with the Legion, please. Traveler, do you think the new forest will cover all of Westfield? That it will never stop growing? Yes, of course. Better not to speculate or worry needlessly. Thank you for helping me see that.
Mind me. No one cared when I was alive, and no one cares now that I'm dead.
Some folks around here expect me to turn down wine because of the Green Pact. But if the wine has the Surly Reserves label, I'll drink it and then some. It's when the grapes are forcibly plucked from the vines that I have issues.
Criminals like us aren't so hard to get along with. We got our own rules and traditions here. Just keep moving, carry a sharp blade, and always sleep with your back to the wall.
Maybe I'll go back to the vineyard for a bit. The wine here is watered down with tears.
You look familiar. Pretty sure I saw you talking to Quen. I keep a low profile, so you might not have noticed me. Regardless, you're here, I'm here. Listen up and you'll be richer for it. Placidia Menonius. Remember that name. Keeps treasures all about her home not far from here. Doesn't seem to care if any go missing. Friendly cat, too. Watch out if you enter Miles Talanian's home. Warrior, born and bred. Lusty, too. For now, watch yourself out in the wilds, though. Things are dicier than they used to be out there. And I hear that Rustwall Estate has a lot more eyes on it these days than when I got here. I may love risk, but I love living more.
Count Clantius does not like us, but he recognizes we serve a vital purpose in society. So long as we don't get too successful, he keeps the guards away.
I once honed my axe so fine, I sliced a man's hand off, and he didn't even notice. It's true. That's what good blade maintenance will get you.
Who are you? What do you want? Oh, perhaps need someone to hold something for you. I can do that, provided you're the trustworthy type.
Never thought I'd wind up serving criminals and thugs. This is beneath my station. Maybe I should have joined the Legion after all.
I left Morrowind with empty pockets and grand ambitions. Look around. You can see how far that took me.
What some do not want, others desperately need. I'm here to help smooth out such transactions. Come, visit my shop and see what I can tempt you with.
Thank you.